All right, welcome back to another episode of College Football Unabridged. Today we're going to talk about Utah, and for the first time in like a very very long time, um, Whittingham is not the head coach at Utah. It's odd. They elevated from within. Defense coordinator Morgan Scalley takes over. He's been there for a long time, so it shouldn't be too much change. Um, they kept Devon Dampier, which was really great because office coordinator Jason Beck um, went to Michigan with Whittingham, and Dampier stayed, which is great. They were averaging like a little over 41 points per game last year. He passed for a little under 2,500 yards. Um, ran around 835 on the ground. Had 34 total touchdowns and just 5 interceptions. So just all around, really good quarterback. Not a lot of mistakes. Just a good solid quarterback. Running back Wayshawn Parker returns. He was averaging over 6 yards a carry. Had a little under 1,000 yard rushing yards last year. Larry Simmons, it's kind of their deep threat guy. It's averaging. He averaged about 18.7 yards a catch. Had 6 touchdowns. Yeah, you bring in Braden Pagan from Utah State. Which is where the new coordinator Kevin McGivern is coming over from. So some familiarity with the offense. Overall, just kind of more of the same from Utah. I mean, which is great because Utah's been the example of consistency and lunch pail and just honestly just the most football team you can think of. Like what you desire in a what you think about when you think about football is kind of Utah. Just kind of just tough, physical, consistent. Like they're gonna play their tails off. You're gonna get a good effort. Obviously, defense is gonna be more the same with Scally still being there. They elevated linebacker coach Colton Swan up to DC. They did lose John Henry Daly, who went to Michigan with Whittingham. They lose Daly. They bring in Ethan Day, so maybe they good transition between Daly and Day. He comes over from North Texas. Had about 4.5 sacks last year. Hoping to kind of fill some of the gap. And then you got Lance Holtzclaw coming in after being in rotation last year. So you got plenty of pieces. Secondary should be good. It's kind of where Scally likes to hang his hat. So they got guys come back. Elijah Davis, a lot of seniors. Elijah Davis, Elijah Reed, Rabbit Evans back at safety. I don't expect a whole lot of drop off. I expect it to be more the same. Last year went 11-2. Maybe not quite that much, but we'll have to see. Maybe a little bit of a drop back from 11-2. And if it wasn't for Texas Tech, they would have been even better last year. Scheduling wise, they got Idaho, they got Arkansas week 2, which that should be an interesting game. Nothing. We'll get to Arkansas eventually, but it's a SEC game. But if you're gonna cherry pick which SEC team you want to play at home, yeah, I would pick Arkansas, pretty much over any of them. Then they got Utah State, Iowa State. Then you get into this, the Big 12. You got Iowa State, Kansas, Colorado, Houston, BYU. Arizona, TCU, West Virginia. Pretty manageable schedule. I mean, when you're comparing teams, Utah should be favored in majority of the games. Houston, BYU, honestly, at Arizona are kind of the main games that you're kind of wanting to see how they fare. But I mean, nothing that's guaranteed loss, but some tougher games. But you're looking more at a. I mean, honestly, an 8 to 10 win season wouldn't be out of the question. Maybe even getting back into the Big 12 championship game, and potentially even seeing them making a push towards playoff. Shouldn't be too much of a drop off. They got what they promoted from within. Should be more of the same. Whittingham type of that just Utah. What you expect. So looking forward to seeing how Coach Scala does first year, and continue to see more of Utah football.